just pray for our law enforcement. They've got a tough job.
A community trying to heal as they remember Detective Sergeant Mason Griffith tonight. One man is in custody after the shooting death of Sergeant Griffith and injuring another officer. Good evening, everyone. I'm Evie Allen. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. We'll get a look at a vigil for Sergeant Griffith soon, but first, here's everything we know about the shooting that took Griffith's life and put Officer Adam Sullentrop in critical condition. Officers were called to investigate a, quote, irate person outside a Casey's convenience store in downtown Hermann. That was at around 9 Sunday night. They approached the suspect, later identified as Kenneth Lee Simpson. Simpson then started to shoot at them. Griffith died from his injuries just before 11 last night. Officers found Simpson yesterday and arrested him after a nearly 14-hour standoff. Sergeant Griffith's community held a vigil earlier tonight to honor his service to their town. KMUA's Delaney Tarpley was there and spoke with people who knew him.
I'm outside of the Red Barn in Rosebud, where people gathered to celebrate and remember the life of Sergeant Mason Griffith. Now, you can't see it now, but about 3 hours ago when the vigil was being held, they actually had to open up the back of the barn just so more people could stand outside. Friends of Griffith, his pastor, and his co-workers all spoke, sharing stories and memories. I spoke to one woman whose family owns the Red Barn where the vigil was held earlier today. She used to work at a gas station where Sergeant Griffith was a regular. One story she told me shared that she thinks of Sergeant Griffith as someone who just always wanted to help.
We had a couple people that would come in, older people that would come in this station. They couldn't get out of their cars and pump their gas, so us girls would go out and do it. Mason happened to be in there one morning in uniform. He's like, don't worry about it, I'll go out and do it. I have pictures of him pumping gas out there in his uniform for customers. That's what he did. That was who he was.
Sergeant Griffith's visitation is scheduled for this upcoming Sunday. It begins at 9 a.m. at Owensville High School. In Rosebud, Delaney Tarpley, KOMU 8 News.